just landed. It's about 11:15 in the morning on a Saturday. We are in Santiago, Chile.
And we're about to take you through this amazing country. What to see, what to do, what to expect, with the window seat top 8 places to go in Chile.
In the middle of the Atacama Desert in Chile. It's cold, it's dry, but it's absolutely gorgeous.
And I love to see the people who are in this industry in Chile, where it's such a big deal, who live, breathe, and eat wine. And it's cool to see some people who care so much about this.
And we're giving our ultimate guide to Chile in this episode of Window Seat. Why do you come to Santiago? You want views. You got the mountains right here. Spot 1, Santiago. And really the start of any Chilean adventure should begin in Santiago. It makes sense. It's the capital city and also where the cheapest flights into the country go. Getting to town from the airport is pretty easy. You can catch a taxi. Just make sure you use the official taxi. And it was about a 30-minute ride to our hotel. We chose the Mandarin Oriental because it was surprisingly inexpensive, and just look at this place. And you have a very nice big room here with the, up here, the beds, standard. That's a hell of a view. So you're not gonna beat that. There's really so much to see and do, starting with the funicular at the crowded Santiago Metropolitan Park, to the top of San Juan Cristobal Hill, where a massive statue of Virgin Mary awaits.
It's great. You get on that funicular and it's a pretty short ride up. Great views on all sides. You look out the top, you get a gorgeous view of the sky. You look off to the one side and you see these snow-capped mountains. It's so crazy. And yet the whole time you're going up, you're not only seeing mountains, but you're also seeing palm trees, which is such an enigma, I think. It's very cool. You get the best of both worlds in this city. And then once you're at the top, you can just look down on that massive city of millions below and really take in the scale of this place and appreciate its beauty and its massiveness.
You can also check out the Japanese gardens nearby. Barrio La Staria, known for arts, culture, and food. So you got a line here, we're talking like a legit line down the block for these French fries, just topped with all sorts of stuff. I mean, I've got a little bit of a stomach ache because I'm kind of full from, eating and, cerveza. But, I mean, if I wasn't, that would look delicious. It's not healthy, but I'm sure it tastes good. The center of town with Plaza de Armas.
What I love about old town squares, old plazas that you see all over South America is you really get the flavor of the place, and you find sinners and saints. I'm pretty sure that I just saw a prostitute. Don't know for sure, but it looks like it.
Or just the tallest building in South America, Gran Torre Costanera, sitting at 62 stories and visible from all over.
The coolest thing for me is that they got a Chili's up top. So you get a hankering.
Just a few things to do in Santiago. There's also a number of museums if you have the time. From here, you have a number of options nearby to visit as well. At number 2, the Atacama Desert. Heading to the north end of Chile, we highly recommend the Atacama Desert. Driest place on Earth in a very unique landscape. So much that Mars expedition simulations are held here. But getting here requires a little effort. First, you have to take a fairly inexpensive hour-and-a-half flight to Calama.
Just got to Calama. It's cold. You forget that we're on the other side of the world, the other hemisphere, southern hemisphere. It's winter here, and so everybody's wearing winter coats. It's probably upper 30s outside, I would guess, maybe 40 degrees. It is chilly for sure.
Then it's an hour or so drive to San Pedro de Atacama, where all the hotels and resorts are. The hotels do have a shared shuttle, which is relatively cheap. Or if you come at odd hours, you can ask your hotel to arrange a taxi for about $80. Now, most of the hotels will have a very rustic feel to them. There are a few luxurious places to stay, but most will be relatively similar to where we stayed. This probably got a little, I'm guessing in the summer this is used. Little patio stuff. The town is nice and worth exploring, but you're here to see the sights. There are a number of tours you can take. From the El Tacho geysers, the 3rd largest geyser field in the world. FYI, it will be cold. To the Valley of the Moon, this is great, but will be dusty. To tours that include a number of things like we took.
Latitude or longitude? Latitude.
That's latitude.
Yeah.
You can visit the Tropic of Capricorn, enjoy a great meal.
We're in the middle of the desert, the tropical Capricorn, in the middle of Chile, or northern Chile at least. But no, this is great. Look at the views around us. This is insane.
See Laguna Visconti.
Oh, there's a volcano. There's a volcano. Volcanoes are everywhere around here. It's kind of crazy.
Lagunas Chaxas.
This is the driest place on Earth, obviously, but this is sort of contrary to that because this is one of the few places that got water. It's these salt flats where water collects.
And Piedras Rojas at Salar de Atacama.
It's just kind of placid. It just stays there, flat, covered in salt. And it is the perfect backdrop for a picture. It's so iconic and so cool. And when you see some of the really mesmerizing pictures from Chile, they come from right here, and you understand why.
And there's more you can definitely check out during the day. You'll definitely need 3 to 5 days to hit most of it. But at night is special. This is considered one of the best places on the planet to check out the stars. The high elevation, lack of light pollution, and dry climate make for perfect stargazing. Astronomical tours here are a must-do. There's a number of different options of tours to take with these massive telescopes, or some of the more luxurious hotels have their own telescopes for you to look through. It is the least expensive tour to do and possibly the most memorable. For number 3, we head back to the central part of the country for Valparaiso. This place is easy to get to, just an hour drive west of Santiago. This port town is known for a bohemian and artsy vibe, worth a visit if you have time, and there are plenty of day trips available if you're interested. You can check out the museums, neighborhoods, street art, parks. There's a lot you can see, but also nearby,
I love South American reds. I love Spanish reds. So to me, this is kind of like a mecca.
At number 4, wine country. Wine is hugely popular in Chilean tourism. There's a number of tours that go to the different wine regions of Chile. Casablanca Valley is great for white wines and right by Valparaiso. It can actually be included on a Valparaiso day trip from Santiago. So check the tours for that if that's where you want to go. There's the Colchagua Valley. This area has many of the best wines in all of Chile.
Most of the stuff when you go south is reds. That's pretty much what we're saying.
But the tours here are limited and will cost a bit more money. So prepare to drive or stay nearby if you want to spend quality time there. Aconcagua is a newer region producing reds, but we spent a lot of time in the Maipo Valley.
I'm not a wine guy, but that Merlot was something else.
All of the other valleys are just vineyards, and all the grapes travel here to be processed and then turned into wine.
Known for their reds, especially Carmenere, the Maipo Valley has a lot of wineries to visit, from mom and pop to very large.
I think this is awesome. I mean, this is why we wanted to do this while we're here, and this is the one of the things you need to do when you come to Chile. I mean, it's known for its wine.
At number 5, ski country. Skiing is hugely popular down here with a number of resorts near Santiago. And by near, we're talking less than an hour drive to some. These go from the largest, Ski Colorado, yes, we love the name, to the super popular Ski Portillo. This place is known for being the cool place to ski, almost like Aspen in Chile, and the hotel is known for some of the best après-ski in the world. While that hotel can run on the pricier side, lift tickets are so affordable compared to American prices. And obviously the mountains are great for outdoor adventures in the warm weather as well. For number 6, we head way out west to Easter Island or Rapa Nui. You will need to bookmark at least a few days for this due to travel time. Flights to get to the island are about 5 hours and pricey. For us, a round-trip flight to Easter Island was as much as our flights to Santiago from the US. But it's worth it if you go. You obviously go for the statues, but there's a lot more to see and do on the most remote inhabited island in the world. There's also a number of hotels to hit your price point. For number 7, we head down south to the Chilean Lake District. The Lake District is in northern Patagonia, about an hour and a half flight from Santiago. Flight costs are relatively affordable to Puerto Montt or Temuco. This is some of the most spectacular landscape in the entire world and will require some time. There are a number of tour packages to explore this outdoorsman's paradise. You can ski down a volcano, take a ferry to Chiloé Island, see some penguins, hike your feet off in the vast wonderland, or see the fjords. There are a number of places to stay, but can be fairly expensive. So plan early to get good deals if you can. Now, tourism has created some issues with traffic and erosion, among other things, so be a good neighbor if you visit. And coming in at number 8, Torres del Paine National Park in the far southern part of Patagonia. Much like the Lake District, this place is magical. Beauty oozes from every mountaintop, grassland, iceberg, and glacier. And you should definitely take a hike. The O and W trails are the most popular and most famous, and you can even hire tours where you have guides along the way. Now, these tours can be very expensive, so if you have a budget, be prepared and look in advance to kind of see what kind of a hike you really want to do and if you need a guide. It's about a 3-hour plus flight from Santiago, or 2 hours from the Lake District, and won't break the bank on flight costs. Hotels run from $100 a night to $1,000 a night, depending on your budget. And if you're coming this far south, you're going to want to stay for a while. This peaceful, gorgeous, natural oasis will make you want to stay forever.
This place was always kind of on my bucket list to see, and I'm thrilled we did it.
So there you have it, our top 8 places to go in Chile. I know we left some things off, but we'd love to hear what you have to say about it. Leave it in the comments below. What did we miss? What should we pick up next time we come to Chile?
I'm very excited to get where we're going.
Cheers.
We'd also like it if you could like or share this video so others can see what we've got going on here. And more than anything, please subscribe so you can continue to follow our journeys as we travel all around the world to every country on the planet. We've hit up most of South America now, and we continue our efforts all around the globe. We're back with a brand new episode of Window Seat next Friday, 8 a.m. Eastern Time. In the meantime, please enjoy one of these other episodes from Window Seat.